You're still asking what can be done to stop this brutal gun violence in our region. In D.C., the mayor led a public safety walk earlier today to try and quell fears. She also appointed someone new this week to oversee the city's efforts. So what will be different? I sat down exclusively with Lindsey Appiah, the new deputy mayor for public safety and justice. First week of the new year, a 17-year-old shot dead, several children injured from gunfire, including an 8-year-old.
It's hard to be a child in the District of Columbia, right? It is. We're seeing some things post-pandemic where there was a lot of trauma for our young people.
Lindsey Appiah is now D.C.'s acting deputy mayor for public safety and justice. Her priority, solving what she calls D.C.'s urgent crisis, keeping children from becoming victims of gun violence and from committing crimes.
Your conduct is not acceptable just because you've had bad circumstances. The road that they're putting themselves on early is either incarceration or death. And that is not what we want once they hit 21, if they make it that far.
Appiah has been with the D.C. government for more than a decade, spending most of that time helping lead the Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services. So she's worked closely with a lot of children who end up on the wrong path and says D.C. has one of the best systems to fairly hold those children accountable.
It's heartbreaking to me and also encouraging in the facility because you see them become kids again so that you can deal with the trauma and all of the issues that have led them there. Give them an opportunity to reset because we want them to thrive.
Are we seeing a trend in terms of the children who are committing these crimes and what they've been through?
You wouldn't be able to necessarily tell the child committing an offense from any other kid you would see at a middle or high school in the District of Columbia.
Appiah says the children who end up with guns are trying to survive and protect themselves, saying they're often from broken homes and neighborhoods where the gunfire just doesn't stop. Then add in the stress and isolation of the pandemic.
They don't have the emotional resources to know how to restabilize, and so there are some behaviors that they are engaging in that's very me first. I want this car, I'm taking it, right? I want these things, I'm taking it.
Okay.
During a public safety walk in Anacostia earlier today, led by Mayor Bowser, the frustration was palpable. The big question from our neighbors:
make this make sense.
What now? How does this problem get solved?
Hopefully it gets better. Thank you for chatting with me.
It's not.
So you're not confident that it's going to get better at all?
Not during this administration.
So what do you do then if that's the...
I keep on doing what I'm doing, what I can do as an individual.
Appiah says that's what it's all about. She's encouraging even more residents, churches, and businesses to get involved. She says the first order of business for her office is getting more mental health resources and taking a hard look at the many programs in place for children and families.
We're resource rich but coordination poor. Making sure that as a government we work together, that we're tracking and we're accountable for the outcomes, because we can love a program, but it may not have the outcomes that we're looking for, and so maybe we need to invest differently.
Now, Appiah will serve as acting deputy mayor until she's confirmed by the D.C. Council. She replaces Chris Geldart, by the way, who stepped down after questions about his residence outside of D.C.
It's good to hear from her.